The world told you it's over. The people around you told you there's nothing left. And you know the most terrifying part? You started believing it too. You know the easiest way to break a person? Take everything from them. Their job, their dignity, the people they love, their faith. One by one, all of it. Then stand back and watch. Most people will shatter. They'll cry. They'll sit on the street and ask, why did this happen to me? But some people will stop. They won't wipe their eyes. Instead, they'll wear a strange smile because they know a secret truth, one nobody ever taught you. The moment you lose everything is the first time you're truly free. Today I'm going to tell you that truth, the one you're not ready to hear, the one your mind will resist. But the day you understand it, no one will ever be able to break you again. Sit down, listen, because this story is your story. Here comes a moment in life when everything collapses at once. The job is gone. The relationship is broken. Friends turn their backs. The bank account hits zero. You stand in front of the mirror and don't recognize yourself. You think, this must be the final chapter, but I'm telling you, this isn't the end. This is the beginning. People fear the wrong thing. They think losing is the most terrifying thing. But losing isn't terrifying. What's terrifying is spending your whole life afraid of losing. As long as you live in fear of losing something, you're not free. You're trapped in a cage. And that cage is called, what if I lose it? Do you know who the most dangerous person is? Someone who has nothing left to lose. I've seen this truth myself. The day society threw me away, the day every door around me slammed shut, that was the first day I was able to laugh. Because the thing they wanted to take from me, I had already let go of myself, my fear. When you lose everything, one thing remains in your hands, something no one can take away. That's your decision. The decision of what you do now. Opal fear, emptiness. But emptiness doesn't mean lack. Emptiness means space. When your room is full of things, you can't put anything new in it. When your life is full of old relationships, old identities, old expectations, you can't rebuild. Losing everything means life has forced you to stand in an empty room. And in that empty room, you can build whatever you want. But this is where most people go wrong. They stand in that empty room and cry, clutching pictures of the past. They don't build anything new. They cling to the old wreckage. Do you know what happens to people who cling to wreckage? They can never build a new building because their hands are always holding on to old bricks. If you don't let go of what's meant to come to you, can never arrive. This is where the hidden power of losing everything lies. It forces you to let go. The cruelest teacher in life is loss, because loss forces you to release things you could never release on your own. Society taught you stability means security, a job, a house, a relationship, a routine. Holding on to these is life. But this lesson makes you weak, because the day these things disappear, and one day they will, you'll think your entire existence is over. Society never taught you how to lose. It only taught you how to hold on. That's the biggest deception of all, because life doesn't ask if you're ready. Life takes, again and again. And the person who only learned to hold on, who never learned to lose, breaks with every loss. But the person who has learned to lose stands stronger after every loss than before. Weak people survive by clinging to things. Strong people survive by letting go of things. Have you noticed? Throughout history, almost everyone who became truly powerful lost everything at some point. That's not a coincidence. It's a rule. The strongest things are born through destruction. To turn iron into steel, you have to burn it in fire. The same goes for you. Part 4. The Joker's Philosophy. Pain is the fire of transformation. People often ask me, how are you so calm when the whole world is against you? The answer is simple. One day I understood. The world was never on my side to begin with. People ask the wrong question. They ask, why did this happen to me? But the right question is, who am I going to become now? Pain doesn't ask if you agree. Pain just arrives. But you get to decide, will this pain burn you down or forge you? Fire can do two things. It can burn something to ash, or it can turn raw clay into a hardened vessel. The difference isn't in the fire. The difference is in the clay. If you're hollow inside, pain will destroy you. If you're solid inside, that same pain will make you indestructible. Call me crazy. Fine. But remember, the crazy one is the only person who learned to live without fear. This philosophy is my strength, because I lost everything. I understood anything that can be lost was never truly you. The real you is what remains standing after the loss. Listen, there comes a moment in life when you realize there's nothing left to lose. Everything's gone. And now, no fear works anymore. This moment is actually the most dangerous moment for your enemies. Because a person with nothing left to lose can no longer be controlled in any way. Your boss used to control you with the fear of losing your job. Your partner used to control you with the fear of losing the relationship. Society used to control you with the fear of losing respect. But now, none of that works anymore, because you've already lost it all. There's nothing left to threaten you with. This is freedom. Terrifying, raw, naked freedom. When you lose everything, you become invisible to those who wanted to control you. And an invisible person cannot be stopped. This is exactly where most people make a mistake. They fear this freedom and rush to lock themselves back into a new cage, a new relationship, a slave to someone else's approval, chasing a new identity. But if you pause in that moment, breathe, and ask yourself, who am I now when I have no identity at all? You'll discover a strength that no one can ever take from you again. Rebirth isn't some dramatic event. It's not a Hollywood movie moment where the lights come up and the music swells. Rebirth happens in silence, in a dark room, where no one's watching, where you're alone. When you lose everything, everyone leaves you. It's painful, but it's also the greatest gift. Because now you can meet yourself alone, without any mask. You might sit alone at night. You might cry. You might think life has no meaning. But right in that moment, in the darkness, something starts to be born inside you. Something small, hard, unbreakable. You won't recognize it at first. It might feel like anger. It might feel like stubbornness. But it's actually something else. It's the part of you that never dies. You can be broken, but no one can put out that last flame inside you unless you put it out yourself. During this silent rebirth, no one applauds you. No one tells you you can do it. This is a solitary fight, but this very solitude is what makes you truly strong, because you learn you don't need anyone else for your strength. The person who has lost everything and stood up again is not the same person as before. He's someone else entirely. The old you tried to look good in people's eyes. The new you knows that looking good in people's eyes is a trap. The old you feared rejection. The new you knows rejection is just information, not your worth. The old you turned failure into your identity. The new you knows failure is an event, not an identity. The old you tried to be liked by everyone. The new you knows that anyone who tries to be liked by everyone never becomes truly meaningful to anyone. When you defeat fear, the world becomes afraid of losing you. This new you is dangerous, but dangerous in a good way, because now you can make decisions you never had the courage to make before. Now you can speak truths you used to suppress. Now you can walk paths no one else has walked, because you're no longer afraid of losing anything. This is the real beginning of winning. Winning doesn't mean standing there holding a trophy. Winning means standing on top of fear and telling it, you can't stop me anymore. 5 powerful ways to rise after losing everything. 1. Using the ultimate freedom of losing fear. The one with nothing left to lose is the most dangerous person on earth. The biggest obstacle in ordinary life is fear. Fear of losing money, fear of public shame, fear of a broken relationship, fear of failure. These fears trap us. Everything shatters to ash on some night of your life. No job, empty pockets, friends and loved ones turning their backs. Something strange and miraculous happens. Every kind of fear vanishes from inside you in an instant. What else is there left to fear? Society has already discarded you. People have already laughed at you. You've already hit rock bottom. Joker psychology says, this fall itself is your true liberation. You have nothing left to lose now. Only things to gain. When you have nothing to lose, you can take any risk. This fearless mindset is what transforms you from an ordinary person into an unstoppable force. 2. Erasing regret and turning emotion into fuel. Don't waste your pain on tears. Turn it into fuel for your power. After losing everything, ordinary people make one of 2 mistakes. Either they sink into sorrow or depression, or they go begging others for sympathy and pity. But the Joker mindset is completely different. It gathers up every insult, every night of crying, every moment of neglect, and stores it. Turns its heart into solid ice, and its mind into a blade as sharp as a razor. Don't waste your energy screaming at the people who kicked you out, who told you you'll never amount to anything. Pour all your resentment and regret into your work instead. When the fire of anger and pain burns inside you, you won't need any external motivational video anymore. This very pain will keep you up working through the night and turn you into a devastating force. 3. Moving in silence and building your empire. Not even your own shadow should know your next move. When you've fallen to zero, your greatest weapon is the element of surprise. People have already assumed you're finished, that you'll never rise again. Don't shout your plans to the world trying to prove them wrong. The Joker never brags about his next move beforehand. He works in secret and strikes suddenly. Work quietly in the background. Put in 16 hours a day, but let no one notice. Sharpen your skills, find new paths. Rebuild yourself from the inside. Let your plan stay completely hidden, your efforts stay silent, and let your comeback be such a storm that the people who abandoned you will be left staring in disbelief. 4. Letting go of the illusion of others' support and validation. Once you learn to walk alone, no one can threaten you with leaving. We spend our whole lives trying to please others, hoping to earn a certificate that says you're a good person. But on the day disaster strikes and everyone lets go of your hand, the truth becomes clear in that very first shock. You came into this world alone, and you'll have to fight this fight alone too. The biggest lesson of Joker psychology is completely abandon the illusion of needing others' approval. It shouldn't matter one bit who believed in you and who didn't. Stop searching for sympathy. Once you accept that no one is standing beside you, and that your own strength alone is enough to build your empire, you'll never be mentally dependent on anyone again. That self-reliance is your true power. 5. Turning zero into a blank canvas and building anew. Breaking apart doesn't mean it's over. It means a chance to rebuild stronger than before. Just as you can't build a modern palace without first tearing down an old, crumbling structure, life bringing you crashing down to zero means your old, weak version has died. You're now standing in front of a blank canvas. There's no old baggage, no old obligation weighing you down anymore. You can start living as a completely new person, starting today. Set small goals. Improve yourself by 1% every day, physically, mentally, socially. Remember, a kingdom built from zero has walls stronger than steel, because that kingdom was built on blood, sweat, and pure sacrifice.